Imagine the thunderous roar of Lusail Stadium under a Qatari night sky, December 2022, where the weight of a nation's dreams hangs heavier than the humidity, and a 21-year-old kid from the dusty pitches of Buenos Aires threads a pass through chaos like it's destiny calling his name. That's Enzo Fernández, not just lifting the World Cup trophy with tears streaking his face, but etching his soul into football's pantheon. A midfielder whose vision isn't born of silver spoons, but scraped together Sundays and a family's unyielding faith. Fast forward to the emerald glow of Stamford Bridge in late 2025, where he's captaining Chelsea through a Conference League triumph, his boots kissing the ball with the precision of a poet's pen. But off the pitch, life's script twists like a late tackle. A brief storm in love, a reconciliation forged in the fire of fatherhood, all while honoring parents who painted dreams on walls of want. At 24 years old, standing 510 of wiry grace and tactical thunder, Enzo's no larger-than-life icon. He's the everyman's maestro, the boy who skipped youth's wild nights for midnight trainings, building an empire of empathy amid the glamour. This isn't a highlight reel of headers and hat tricks. It's the heartbeat behind the blue, his unbreakable ohana with Valentina, the echoes of Raúl and Marta's sacrifices, the quiet luxuries that ground his whirlwind, and a net worth whispering security to the siblings he shields. From San Martin's shadowed streets to global glory's glare, we're unraveling Enzo's tapestry, emotional threads of loss and love that make every assist feel like absolution. Let's lace up and lean in. Tales like his don't just entertain. They remind us victory's sweetest when shared with the ones who believed first. Picture the crisp January chill of 2001 in San Martin, a gritty suburb on Buenos Aires' outskirts where the air hums with the chatter of asados and the distant rumble of trains hauling dreams deferred. Into that world, on the 17th, slips Enzo Jeremias Fernández, the baby of 5 boys in a home where love stretched further than the paycheck. Raúl, his father, a painter whose brushes danced across canvases and walls alike, capturing colors that money couldn't buy, named him after Enzo Francescoli, the Uruguayan wizard whose River Plate magic lit up Raúl's youth like fireworks on the Rio de la Plata. "You carry his grace, Mijo," Raúl would whisper during those endless evenings. The family huddled around a flickering TV, 5 sons, Seba, Rodri, Maxi, Gonza, and little Enzo, sprawled on threadbare rugs, arguing over who Messi resembled most. Marta, the matriarch, a cleaning lady whose hands scrubbed floors by day but cradled futures by night, turned scarcity into sanctuary. Pots of lacro simmering on a single burner, her stories of tougher times spun into lullabies that promised, "We'll rise because we rise together." Money was a ghost in the Fernández house. Raúl's gigs sporadic, Marta's shifts endless, but football, that was the feast, free and fierce. At 5, Enzo's tiny feet first kissed leather at Club La Recova, a local patch of dirt where scouts like Pablo Esquivel spotted his uncanny read of the game, a kid who anticipated passes like he could hear the ball's secrets. River Plate came calling, but it wasn't fairy dust. It was farewells at dawn, Raúl driving him across the city in a battered Fiat, Marta packing empanadas for the road, brothers waving from the doorway with eyes full of "make us proud." Loans to Defensa y Justicia in 2020 tested him, scoring in the Copa Sudamericana final, that euphoric penalty shootout lift. But it was Qatar's miracle that immortalized him. Starting every World Cup match, that semi-final dart to Messi against Croatia, the young player award clutched like a vow kept. By 24, with 60 of poised power, though he jokes it's the boots adding the inch, Enzo's etched 799 club caps into lore, Benfica's Champions League runs, Chelsea's 2025 double of Conference League and Club World Cup glory. But rewind to those San Martin sunrises, and you see the boy who cried after his first pro contract, calling home, "For you, Ma, for all of you." His biography. It's not ink on awards. It's the invisible scars of a family that bet everything on a ball, turning every touch into tribute. Family, for Enzo, isn't the roar of the Bombonera or the flash of Wembley. It's the sacred circle, the 5-boy fortress where Raúl's steady gaze and Marta's fierce hugs forged a midfielder who leads with heart as much as head. Growing up the run of the litter, Enzo shadowed his brothers like a shadow-seeking light. Seba, the eldest, the protector who taught him to shield the ball with elbows and elbows of love. Rodri and Maxi, the midfield maestros in their own right, endless pickup games in the alley where tackles flew and laughter healed. Gonza, the closest in age, the confidant who FaceTimed through Enzo's Benfica blues, whispering, "We're your halftime talk, hermano." Raul wasn't just dad. He was the first coach, sacrificing paint jobs for pitch time. His World Cup watch party in San Martín, a tear-soaked vigil that ended in embraces tighter than any trophy lift. Marta's the quiet storm, her cleaning shifts funding cleats, her prayers the wind at his back. When Chelsea's £107 million check cleared in 2023, Enzo flew her first-class home, kneeling in the kitchen. "No more mops, mama. Only dances now." That ohana expanded in 2019, when teenage sweethearts Enzo and Valentina Cervantes, her with the radiant smile that lit up River's youth stands, welcomed Olivia in March 2020, a daughter whose giggles echo in his Instagram reels, tiny fists pumping during his goal celebrations. Then Benjamin in October 2023, the son who arrived amid Benfica's frenzy, Enzo cutting the cord with hands still trembling from a Champions League brace. Life's tempests hit hard. October 2024's separation, Valentina's brave Instagram words, "We're family forever," for these two lights. A gut punch that had Enzo retreating to training grounds at dawn, brothers circling with quiet calls, Raul's voice steady. "Fatherhood's your legacy, not lost youth." But reconciliation bloomed by early 2025, spotted hand in hand in London's chill, Caribbean sands healing wounds, a Stamford Bridge family photo in March where Olivia's sign read, "Papa's Army," Benjamin's coos drowning out the crowd. It's raw, this Fernandez fire. Holidays in San Martín with asados that last till stars fade, brothers grilling while Marta leads toasts to the boy who made us giants. Emotional, profoundly. In football's fleeting spotlight, Enzo's family is his forever formation. The reason he kisses the badge, not for glory, but for the grins waiting at journey's end. Ah, Valentina, the woman whose love story with Enzo reads like a tango, passionate dips and dramatic turns, yet always circling back to the rhythm of us. They met as teens in Buenos Aires haze, her at a river match with friends. Him fresh off a youth hat trick, their eyes locking across a post-game cafe like fate scripted the scene. At 18, she became his anchor, trading suburb sleep for stadium vigils, her hand in his during defense's lean loans, whispering "you're enough" when scouts overlooked his height. Olivia's birth in 2020, amid pandemic shadows, sealed them. Valentina, then 19, cradling their girl in a hospital glow while Enzo zoomed tactics from quarantine, vowing, "This changes everything, Vale." For the better. Benfica's move in 2022 whisked them to Lisbon's lights, Benjamin's cries blending with Tagus waves, but Chelsea's whirlwind in 23 tested the tempo. London's grey testing her influencer spark, 1.5 million followers strong, her feed's a mosaic of family fire and fashion flair. Whispers of strain peaking in that 2024 split, her words a warrior's grace amid the headlines. "He needs space I once needed too," she shared in a tearful interview, voice steady for the kids. But Enzo's regret roared back. Early 2025 sightings of stolen kisses in Selfridges, her in his Argentina kit at the Club World Cup final, a July proposal whisper under Caribbean palms, no ring flash, just vows renewed. She's no sideline shadow. She's the strategist, her wellness posts inspiring his recovery routines, her clapbacks at gossip queens like Wanda Nara a shield for their sanctuary. Family holidays, her magic, Olivia's beach treasure hunts, Benjamin's first waves, Enzo grilling chorizo while she strums guitar, their laughter the soundtrack to sunset. In pressers, he chokes up. "Valentina's my halftime," turns doubts to drives. It's the emotional epic of young love weathered. From teens sparks to parental pact, proving the deepest passes aren't on pitch, but in the quiet promises that pull you home. Now, Enzo's lifestyle. The alchemy of Premier League polish and Porteño soul, a 24-year-old's balance where £180,000 weeks fund freedoms without forgetting the fridge's old empties. London's his canvas since 23, a sprawling Cobham mansion with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking manicured greens. a home gym echoing with Raul's old drills, a nursery where Olivia's drawings paper the walls and Benjamin's toys scatter like confetti. Mornings dawn with mate sipped strong, Valentina's acai bowls fueling film sessions where he dissects defenses till noon, afternoons lost to Chelsea's Cobham bubble, pitch battles with Palmer and Caicedo, post-whistle dips in cryotherapy pods to mend the miles. Off days, intentional idols, family jaunts to Hyde Park where Olivia chases ducks and Enzo teaches Benjamin to kick a foam ball, or escapes to the Cotswolds, renting stone cottages for rainy roasts that taste of San Martin. Cars whisper his roots, a sleek Porsche Cayenne that 23 fine a humbling blip 6-month ban met with Uber rides and brotherly ribbing, a Range Rover Evoque for school runs, matte black and understated, windows down blasting feet OPs on drives to training. Fashions his quiet flex. Puma kits on pitch, off at Dior hoodies paired with Argentine blues, Valentina curating their couple's couture, her in mini Pradas, him in tailored tees that hug his 510, frame like armor. Food's a love language. London's elite steakhouses for team toasts, but homes where the heart feasts. Marta's Millinces airlifted via Raul's visits, or Valentina's fusion nights blending empanadas with English roasts. Philanthropy's subtle fire. Youth camps in Buenos Aires funding kits for La Recova kids. Chelsea Foundation tie-ins for migrant families echoing his own. Silent donations to San Martin food banks because Ma taught me, lift as you climb. Even in turbulence, that driving ding in September 24, the split's shadow, he grounded in gratitude. Dawn runs along the Thames, journaling messy mantras, emerging for the 2025 Conference League final with a captain's armband that felt like family woven in. It's aspirational without arrogance, a life where spotlights yield to sunsets with the ones who matter, emotional in its echo of humble hustles turned harmonious. And the ledger? Enzo's net worth, a testament to talent's toll, tallies around £25 million by December 2025. A vault swelled not by vice, but by vision, every pound a paving stone for the path his parents paved. It sparked humbly. Rivers youth scraps in 2019, barely covering bus fares to Buenos Aires trials, but Defensa's 2020 loans lit the fuse. Euros 500,000 in bonuses for that Sudamericana glory, a taste of what grit yields. Benfica's 2022 swoop exploded it. €2.5 million annual base. Champions League hauls adding €1 million in primes. His market value skyrocketing post-Qatar to €80 million. Then Chelsea's quake. Pound 106. €8 million transfer in January 23. An 8.5-year pact till 2032 at £180,000 weekly. £9.36 million yearly gross. Signing bonus north of £10 million seeding investments in Buenos Aires real estate. A family compound for the brothers, and London flats for visiting clans. Endorsements amplify. Puma's global deal netting €3 million annually for boots that bear his name. TikTok collabs with Argentine brands. Even a mate line nodding his rituals. Total streams pushing €2 million in 25 alone. The Club World Cup win in July 25. €5 million team pool. His slice funding Olivia's trusts and Benjamin's adventures. No wild whims, his Cayenne's practical, vacations Caribbean cozy not can excess. But the wealth whispers provision. Marta's dream kitchen back home, Seba's business seed, Gonza's studies secured. It's not mine, it's ours, he shared in a post-conference league glow, voice thick with the boy who once window-shopped boots. That £25 million. Emotional equity, the calculus of a Capricorn who cashed in chaos for calm, turning every goal into gratitude's gold. From San Martin's sun-baked scrambles to Stamford Bridge's symphony, Enzo Fernández's saga is a midfield masterpiece. A 24-year-old sentinel at 510, ignited by Raúl and Marta's unyielding light, fortified by brothers' banter and children's wonder, entwined with Valentina's resilient rhythm. His family's the fulcrum, his lifestyle the luminous legacy, his worth the wealth woven for weathers ahead. In football's furious forge, Enzo orchestrates odes to origin, every interception an inheritance, every assist an act of amends. Stories like his swell the chest, proof that from 5-boy hearths, you can command worlds heart-high and horizon-bound. If Enzo's odyssey, The passes, the pangs, the profound pulls stirred the footballer in your soul. Give this video a like to lace it into more lives, and subscribe for deeper dives into the dreams behind the dazzle. Hit notifications. We've got epics unfolding. What's the Enzo moment that moves you most? Share in the comments. Let's build this blue brotherhood together. Gracias for journeying. See you on the next pitch.